DSS vs Sowore, free speech or national security. Obi demands war on insecurity. 70,000 naira minimum wage no longer enough. Dangote vs NUPENG strike threat. Customs $300 duty-free imports begin Monday. CBN lending rates may soon drop. Summary of the news. DSS vs Sowore, free speech or national security. Nigeria's secret police, the DSS, has written to Elon Musk's X platform asking them to deactivate the account of activist and politician Omoyele Sowore. According to DSS, Sowore posted a tweet insulting President Tinubu, calling him a liar on corruption matters. The agency says the tweet is false, dangerous, and capable of sparking unrest in the country. In their letter, the DSS gave X Corp 24 hours to delete the tweet and shut down Sowore's verified account, warning that failure to act could trigger government action. Obi demands war on insecurity. Labour Party's Peter Obi is raising alarm over the state of insecurity in Nigeria, from the northeast to the northwest and even parts of the south. The country has witnessed repeated killings of civilians, soldiers, and security officers. Obi says Nigeria's casualty figures are now comparable to those of nations officially at war. He is calling on the federal government to declare a national emergency on insecurity, mobilizing every available resource to restore peace. In his words, leaders must suspend foreign trips, stay at home, and personally lead the fight, because according to him, no investor will bring money into a war zone. 70,000 naira minimum wage no longer enough. The Nigerian Labour Congress and federal workers have declared that the 70,000 naira minimum wage is no longer sustainable. With inflation skyrocketing and the cost of food, fuel and transportation hitting record highs, workers say survival has become nearly impossible. Interestingly, some states have already moved above 70,000 naira. For example, Imo State is paying more than 100,000 naira. Labour leaders are now urging the federal government to urgently review the minimum wage or risk mass frustration among workers across the country. Dangote vs NUPENG strike threat. The federal government is raising against time to stop a nationwide strike by NUPENG, the oil workers union. The strike is scheduled to begin on Monday, September 8, and it comes after a dispute with the Dangote group over alleged anti-union practices. Nigeria's Labour Minister Mohammed Maigari Dangiadi has now called an emergency conciliation meeting with NUPENG, Petro-An, and other key players. He warned that shutting down the petroleum sector could cost the country billions of naira and cause unbearable hardship for Nigerians. Customs $300 duty-free imports begin Monday. There is big news for Nigerians who shop abroad or use e-commerce platforms. Starting Monday, September 8, the Nigerian Customs Service says imported goods worth $300 or less will now be duty-free. This new policy, known as the de minimis threshold, is expected to reduce clearance delays, encourage online shopping, and align Nigeria with global trade practices. But here is the catch: it only applies up to 4 times a year per person, and it doesn't cover banned items. Customs also warns that anyone trying to cheat the system, for example, splitting bigger shipments into smaller ones, will face arrest, forfeiture of goods, or sanctions. CBN lending rates may soon drop. And finally, some hopeful news for businesses and investors. The governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Olayemi Kadosu, has hinted that lending rates may soon drop as inflation begins to ease. Right now, Nigeria has some of the highest interest rates in Africa, with lending rates at 27.5% since 2024. Many businesses have complained that it's impossible to survive under such conditions. Kadosu explained that while the high rates were necessary to stabilize the economy and rebuild confidence in the financial system, the CBN is now working towards easing credit conditions. This means loans may soon become cheaper, which could boost investments, create jobs, and support small businesses. Follow for more. September 8, 2025.